The offer will always be the same. It'll always be relevant to these guys. But the angle I come in at is what matters. By hiring us, what usually takes you this long to do will take this long. While in holiday, in Turkey, just after eating dinner, 5 to 10 minutes late for the call, boom, closed them on the same call, 3K per month, just like that. Hey guys, what's going on? Mazen here, CEO of GoFunnels, back again with another awesome video for you. Now, this episode is episode 2 of the sales call series, closing clients, as I like to call it. Just to quickly run through what we do here, I've closed, many clients at this point, and our retainers are around 3K per month for our agency. We do back-end fulfillment for everything, funnels, automations, workflows, integrations, AI, all these kind of things, and we work with agencies, and coaches and consultants. So now, in this call, I have closed a marketing agency, but the cool part is I closed them as well while I was on holiday. So I was in Turkey. This was around April time, and I was in Turkey, and I was in a restaurant having dinner with my family, and then all of a sudden my calendar pinged saying you have a call, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot. So I thank God we just finished dinner, so I literally ran ahead of the family, went to the hotel room, had to use the choppy hotel Wi-Fi, turned on, opened my laptop and got on the call, and I managed to close them on the call. Okay, so I don't any excuses, guys. If you're on holiday or if you're late, whatever it may be, like I closed an agency client on the call while in holiday using choppy Wi-Fi, hotel Wi-Fi. And I'm going to now, as usual, I'm going to rewatch this call in real time with you, okay? And I'm going to analyze what I did that could have been improved, or what I did that you should be implementing in your sales calls as well. So this is a very cool concept. It's called closing clients, and I'm analyzing my sales calls. Now that I've done, I've got more reps in, I know what's better to do, what's not to do. This is a fairly long time ago now, about 2-3 months ago, this sales call. So I should have much more insight and give you better analysis and provide you feedback that you should be also doing in your sales calls. So without further ado, let us jump into this, guys, and see how it works.
We have one that's on ClickFunnels that we're migrating to, that we need to migrate to high level, and the others just use other just super common programs like ActiveCampaign or even HubSpot. So nothing crazy. This isn't a ton of work necessarily right now, but we are growing, and we're focusing a lot on like the marketing infrastructure, landing pages, CRM, stuff like that.
Yep.
So I just need a helping hand for some of the migrations we have currently, and just like someone I can Slack message, hey,
Absolutely.
we work out of ClickUp too. Slack, ClickUp, email.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. So first of all, thank you for that. From everything you've mentioned, I'm really excited or liking where this call may go, because I took a quick look at your proposal, right? I saw that you want to use Slack, you use ClickUp. So I already see a lot of synergy here, because we use Slack for communication, we use ClickUp for project management. And a lot of the things you have talked about, what you need help with, that's exactly what we do, right? So first of all, quick refresh on what we do. Okay. So quick context with this client, we got them through Upwork. They sent a message to me saying they want to get on a call and chat, so we did that. That's how they found me. Now, one thing to note, and this is something that I do with any client, doesn't matter where you come from, if I'm getting on a sales call, okay? The first thing you do when you jump in, and this is something that happened to me the other day, I got on a call with someone else whose services I may have wanted to use. And when I got on the call, it was very, very robotic. And this is what the problem when you follow the wrong guy, or you're trying to start a business and you follow some coach or some Discord chat. They give you the script for sales calls. It's very robotic. They ask me questions that are completely irrelevant. Oh, how did you find me? How did you do this? These are irrelevant questions. Like, they annoy me when someone asks me these questions. So how I do my questioning, okay, first of all, I don't have a script. And this is very funny, because I was just looking at, in fact, no, it's not in this drawer, but I found some papers that I had that I used to use last year when I was just getting into sales calls, and I had everything scripted down, everything from, hey, how are you, to this, like every word was scripted, and I used to just read it. And I've come so far in sales to the point now where I'm so natural at it. How I work is in phases, okay? So rather than scripting, it's in phases. The first phase is step one. It's all about the client. You introduce yourself, right? Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming. Where you calling from? This, blah, blah. But then you ask the client, okay, so tell me, so I can get a better framework in my mind. Tell me a little bit about your agency, what you guys are doing, what tools you're using, everything. Just give me everything. Okay, that's what I would say. Then they go on their rant. Okay, it can take a minute, it can take 5 minutes, it can take 10 minutes. They go out and tell me everything. They're letting everything go. Okay, that's what I recommend. That's what I do personally. Okay, my close rates are high. I'm just telling you what I do. Okay, you don't have to follow it, it's up to you. But I have high close rates. This is what I do, it works. I tell them that. Then they tell me everything. And what's happening now is when they tell me everything, they mention tools that I may be using as well, or that we use as part of our process. Or they mention, or they ask questions, or open an opportunity for me to answer a question that might remove doubts. Okay. And it just allows me to framework the call better in my mind, because now I have understanding of the agency, what they're looking for, what their needs are, all this kind of things. So what happens is now I can take the same pitch, the same offer, but I can give it to them in an angle that's relevant to them. Okay, so this is very important value you're getting right in the beginning. The reason why sales calls shouldn't be robotic and scripted, okay, especially in this industry that I'm in, where my customers are agencies, is because the offer will always be the same. It'll always be relevant to these guys. But the angle I come in at is what matters. Because some people might have different pain points where the offer as a whole will fulfill those pain points. It'll solve them. But I have to go into that angle of that pain point. I have to answer their problems. I have to solve their issues, not just sell them the product. That's why first thing I do is bring it in. Give me as much info as I can take so that I can framework it in my mind, see what angle to go in, and then I execute. Then I snipe at the target, right? That's how you close 100% sales call rate. That's how you close on your first call, right? While in holiday, in Turkey, just after eating dinner, 5 to 10 minutes late for the call, boom, close them on the same call, 3K per month, just like that. All right, let's keep watching and giving more analysis. Let me jump back into the screen capture. We are a agency that helps other agencies or coaches or consultants, whatever you may be, with back-end fulfillment. And just like you, we're agnostic to the CRM. It could be Go High Level, it could be ClickFunnels, WordPress, Kajabi. It doesn't matter. We help you with back-end fulfillment. Yeah. We do that by giving you a team. So we provide you with a team of 5, 1 full-time funnel developer, 1 part-time funnel developer, a UI UX designer. You get a team manager who enforces all our SOPs, processes, procedures, and gives you access to all our hundreds of snapshots and templates, all that kind of stuff. And then you get myself as customer success to talk with you, make sure you're happy that everything's going, all that kind of stuff. And we provide white labeled support, completely white labeled agency for the whole spectrum from the funnel strategy. So we use like Funnelytics, for example, to map out the entire funnel flow and the entire funnel map, everything, to using Figma to design. Okay. So I've noticed a problem here that I would like to correct myself on, and you as well. And I would not do this mistake again. And that is, first of all, I'm not speaking fast. The video is sped up. The Saloon video is sped up by 1.2x. So I'm not speaking that fast in real life, but it's for the sake of the video. So it's shorter. But the problem here, can you guess it? Some of you might have said you're talking too much. Some of you might say that you are not showing your screen, and I would tend to agree with perhaps both. The issue isn't that I'm talking too much because now I'm explaining the process, giving him a refresher, but the issue is I'm not showing him anything. It's a lot of tell but no show, right? And in sales, and when it comes to getting new clients, it should always be show and tell, right? Not tell and no show. Or tell and, it should be show and tell. Show first, then tell. Not even tell and show and tell. So this is something, obviously, I managed to still get the client, so I did a good job here, but maybe also factors including the fact that I was in a hotel, I was traveling, but still, I would always, even if I wasn't looking good, I'd still have my camera on. That's another thing, my camera should have been on. And I would have shared my screen and showed him our process while speaking. Because right now, and if I remember correctly, I'm going to tell him the process, and then I believe later on, I'm going to end up sharing my screen again, and then showing him the process again with the screen. So like, it's very inefficient. Like I could have cut this call in half and closed him in like 10 minutes, right? And then gone back and chilled with my family. But instead I took 20, 30 minutes, however long this video is, 25 minutes, to do what I could have done in half the time if I was a bit more efficient with my time. So be a bit more efficient. Just explain the process while showing them, okay? So that they can see as well. It's more credible that way, in my opinion. All right, let's continue.
The landing pages and do like CRO to them, all that kind of stuff. And then we build out the landing pages. Whether it's on Go High Level, ClickFunnels, whatever it may be, we'll build them out and we'll do the automations, the workflows, the AI, all that kind of stuff. So everything A to Z. And if it's on Go High Level, we'll also like set up the domains, the A2P DLC, all that kind of technical setup. If you're running ads for your clients, we'll do the we'll set up the tracking for them, all that kind of stuff. So it's like a full 360 white labeled not like outsourcing, but more like think of it like you're getting your own in-house team. We're giving you a dedicated team. They'll be dedicated to your agency, just for you, in-house, working for you 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and you're literally the kind of person, like from what you've told me, you're like literally our perfect target client. And we have so many people already like you who came to us with the exact thing, and we've been able to scale them because now they're able to onboard 15, 20 new clients per month because they're just giving us the workload and we're doing the back end fulfillment. They're just onboarding clients. They're focusing on do you run ads, by the way? You just build the landing pages?
Okay, just to talk about something I said there, I told him you're the perfect TAM for us, okay? So this is actually something I've started doing a bit more recently, okay, as well. So when I say TAM, that means total addressable market, okay? The perfect TAM means that he's basically the perfect audience. He's the perfect user of our service, the perfect client for our service. So I say, okay, yes, you're the perfect TAM. By saying that word, it already shows that, okay, this guy knows what he's saying, because these are jargon words, these are keywords in the industry that if you know these words, then you've been around, okay? But it also shows that, yes, it gives him more confidence because he's the perfect person that we should work with, because it means we've worked with agencies just like his, we've solved their problems, we've helped them scale, we've helped them grow, okay? And I believe later on I will show him case studies or give him examples of how we've scaled agencies from literally nothing to 100K a month, or how we've worked with huge names like Brian Tracy, or agencies that are doing 700K plus a month, or agencies who are turning over 100 million, like we've worked with all these guys. And I'll show him, I'm very sure. That's why I was annoyed in this call that I didn't show anything, because I prefer showing the credibility, because everyone talks a big game, but when you show them what you're talking about, you open the screen, show them the back end, the behind the scenes, that's when they shut up and listen, because now you're legit, okay? So yeah, I told him, look, you're our TAM, like this is good, I can see this being a good fit. I'm giving him that comfort to know, okay, that perhaps this is a right fit. Let me hear more what this guy has to say. Anyway, let's keep watching. And I might just zoom through a bit of the stuff because I think there'll be a bit of repetition and things, especially later on when I share my screen and literally just go through the process again. I can just skip all that to keep the video short, but let's just jump straight back in.
Yeah, we run ads.
Yeah,
we run ads for members.
Perfect. So and you can appreciate that with like ads and marketing agencies, the most important thing is to basically launch the ad campaigns as quickly as possible so that you can run the ads, optimize them, and then get results as quickly as possible, right? And our job is to reduce the time frame it takes for you to launch those ads. And how do we do that? By just taking over the back end. We'll set up all the funnels, the tracking, the automations, the workflows, everything. You guys only need to just ever focus on getting the clients, acquiring them, the strategy, and then the ads. We'll handle that. Like, so there's many ways we could do it, right? Like, let's say you guys already have this funnel mapped out and the strategy.
All right, so this goes back to my previous point that I made, which is finding the right angle, okay? So after the conversation I had with him, in my head, this was the right angle to take, okay? He's a marketing agency. He's not a lead gen agency, even though that might be some of the stuff he does. He's not like a social media, whatever. He's focusing on, like, he's more of like a traditional marketing agency. He launches media ads, media buying, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, kind of stuff like that. So I didn't talk about the cost benefits. I didn't talk about the ability to scale faster because you can onboard more clients. I talked about a very specific pain point, which I already know all marketing agencies have because I've done my research. I have the data as well from all these other calls I've had. And that is, what is the biggest goal for any digital marketing agency who's doing media buying or ads? Your goal isn't to just make landing pages or to do this or that. This is a very specific goal. Your goal is to launch your ad campaigns as quickly as possible. Okay? Now, right now, digital marketing, this is how quick it takes for them to launch the ad campaigns because they have to build funnels, they have to install the tracking scripts and get all the tracking set up properly, then they have to build the copy and all that stuff, whatever, and then they launch, okay? So it takes this long. Now, I'm telling him, by hiring us, what usually takes you this long to do will take this long now. Because all you have to do is focus on the copy and the actual ads and getting them set up and optimized. The funnels, the automations, the tracking, the whatever, everything else, all the back-end stuff, boom, we take care of that. And because we have a huge team, we have economies of scale, we have SOPs, processes, we'll do this very quickly and you can get that done very quickly. So now the overall time before of launching campaigns goes from this to this, okay? Now you can launch campaigns 2 times faster, 3 times faster. And because you can launch them faster, you can optimize those campaigns faster, which means you get results for your clients faster, which means your clients are happy faster, which means they stay for longer. So everyone wins. So this is the angle I have gone for. Okay, so again, let them give you information, take it in, framework it in your mind, and then snipe them in the right angle. All right, don't just 360 no scope and hope that you hit them. All right, let's continue.
Strategy. Maybe you already want to do the designs yourselves. That's fine. You can give everything to us, then we'll build it out. Or we can work together. We can build the strategy and the funnels, and then also implement it. Or maybe you want to give us everything. We just build it out. So it's very flexible in that way as well.
I'm giving him options there.
And it's completely up to you as well how you want to do it.
Gotcha. So do y'all do any media buying? Provide that support, or just the back end, more support
Just the
stuff?
back end. We don't want to touch the media buying because it's not our forte, right? We have built our infrastructure and our processes to just focus on the back end fulfillment. That's where our bread and butter is. That's, we can get, if we're talking like from scratch, A to Z, coming up with a strategy.
All right, that's a nice one I want to show up, okay? He asked me if we do media buying or this and that. I said no. Very transparent from the get-go, no. We only do back-end fulfillment. That's our bread and butter, okay? Now, if you're starting out, this is something that the agencies are doing 50K per month, whatever, they've got this sorted out because they already know what the office, they know what they're good at, so they don't really care. But if you're just starting out, you're doing 10K, 5K, 10K, 20K per month, chances are you are just taking in as much as you can in the beginning, which isn't wrong in the beginning necessarily, right? It's good to take in as much as you can so you can see what you guys are actually good at, what you're not good at. It's part of the learning process, right? For the final offer. But keep in mind, don't always just take on everything. Like I could have easily said, yeah, we can do media buying just so I can make the offer sound even more appealing to him. And then I could have just gone and hired some freelancer to handle it or used one of my marketing team members to do it because I do have a team member who focuses on marketing for our side of things. But guys, you need to know your offer and stick to it because at the end of the day, the only way to improve your service is by offering it. And when you offer it, you you do it better and better and better, and then you improve it. All right. Don't spread yourself too thin. Focus on what you're actually good at and be transparent. On all my calls, I say, look, in fact, now something I'm doing even more recently is from the get-go, as I'm explaining the process, I tell them, look, straight out, we don't do any copywriting, we don't do media buying, we don't do like graphics or social media, things like that. And our forte is the back-end fulfillment. The reason we have hundreds of agencies working with us is because we do it and we do it the best. And the communication is next level. Okay, so we really just get the product the best it can be by only focusing on what the product should be. Okay, no bells and whistles, nothing fancy, just good old fundamentals. The perfect product is the one that's very refined and can only be refined when you focus on it. And then later on down the line, maybe once you've got it perfect, then later on maybe you can look at these things. But right now, in scaling season, you don't care about that stuff. Just stick to the plan, stay focused. All right, so that's the thing, right? Be very transparent, very open. Don't be afraid of saying, no, you can't do this or that. You don't have to say yes to everything. If you actually genuinely can't do something or you don't know how to do it, say, look, I don't know how to do it. I can get back to you, or no, we don't offer that service. As simple as that, okay? All right, let's jump back in.
And then the designing, and then the building out and the automations, everything of a complete funnel, A to Z, we can get it done within in less than 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks is like the max. Like, and that's for like a complex one. Obviously,
What's the normal turnaround?
Okay, so it depends a lot on a few factors. One of them is the complexity. The other is the niche. Are your clients all within the same niche where you'd use templates and snapshots, or are they all like bespoke funnels?
No, they're bespoke,
Okay.
but mainly B2B services. So
Okay.
we have templates and whatnot for our stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean,
Okay.
I don't say they're completely custom. but the copywriting does change each time.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So usually the longest part is the mapping out of the strategy, like the entire funnel flow, and then the designing of the landing pages. That's usually the longest part. Building out the design and the automations is actually quite fast because we already
Yeah.
have like 100 automations ready to go, plug and play. And these are combinations of automations we've built for clients in the past, and also like these other automations that you can purchase from like for ridiculous amounts. Like we have a lot of them as well. But
Yeah.
obviously, let's say you bring in a client who's like a vehicle wrap or something. We have so many snapshots and templates for that. We could just utilize the same stuff. Let's say it's like
You see, this is what I mean. Like, I should be sharing my screen and showing him this rather than just talking. And at the end, stick to the end because I'm going to tell you the reason why I was able to basically show him nothing and still close him. There's a very specific reason why. I'll tell it to you at the end. So keep watching.
a med spa. We have so many snapshots, templates, designs. We can just so wherever we can utilize existing template snapshots, we will. If it's completely bespoke, like 100% bespoke work, I would say it could get done maximum 2 weeks, maximum. For simpler stuff, it could take a week, it could take 5 days, depending on how simple it is, depending on the level of snapshots required, the level of complexity kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And it's
Yeah.
the full workaround is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Figma kind of looks like. I mean, I'm happy. Can I share my screen and show you like quickly what our process kind of looks like?
Okay. So I'm gonna stop it there because what happens now is literally I just start sharing my screen and I show him the process all over again. And if you watched the previous sales call, it's the same process. If you want to actually see the process, like just go to my website, it's there. But I don't want to bore you guys with showing our process because that's our offer, and your offer will be different. So it'll just be whatever your offer is. But my point is, next time, I'll save that 10 minutes by just showing him the process in the get-go. Now, I need to explain something very important. Okay, there's a specific reason why I was even able to go 8 to 10 minutes without showing him anything and him agreeing with everything I said and believing everything I said. Okay, and that's because of the credibility and the touch points that I have implemented before these guys ever get on calls with me. Okay, so I'm actually going to share my screen again and I'm going to jump into our main website. All right, let's actually just do this all real time. Boom, share screen. Okay, let's go to gofunnels.io. Booking success. Okay, so once they book a call with me, okay, obviously there'll be the normal gofunnels.io. Let's just open it on a new tab so we can see, because this is important. Okay. First of all, I have all these top of funnel things going on, right? Whether it's the outbound or the Facebook content I'm making, whatever. When people learn about my agency or they're ready to get on a call with me, they'll have to book a call and all links would lead them here, essentially, okay? Where they see everything, okay? Done for you brand fulfillment. This is our landing page funnels. They've seen already the 4.5 out of 5 on Trustpilot, 100 agencies served, right? They've seen the clients we've worked with. And then our process is so beautifully, so intricately laid out in such an amazing manner, right? And the entire process of what we do, everything. So the proof's already here, right? The testimonials, the client, like so many, these are huge agencies leaving testimonials. The client wins from Slack channels, like they can scroll and look how sick this is, right? So they can see already by the quality of the site. This is a high quality website here, examples as well. They see everything they need, okay? Everything is here. So when they book a call with me, then they go to the thank you page and then I send them a nice thank you video. And then I send them the process of what our process looks like, okay? So it looks like this. And essentially, I'm literally going through the entire process. Okay, without playing the video, if I was just to go through it, it's on mute. But I'm going through the entire process essentially on this video. Okay, so the idea is before they even jump on a call with me, okay, the idea is before they even jump on a call with me, they've already experienced multiple touch points with me. Okay, they've already seen my credibility by seeing the testimonials, by seeing the client wins, by seeing the brands we've worked with, by seeing the examples and portfolio work and examples of landing pages and funnel automation systems we've built, by seeing the process on the main site. And then once they've booked a call, they have to watch that, because I tell them you have to watch this video. So they have to watch that our process video that literally goes through the entire process, so that when we actually get on the sales call, it's a very chilled conversation. The guard has already been lowered because they already know who I am. They already know what they're getting into. That's why I was able to explain things to him without showing me my screen, because he already knew what I was saying, because he already saw these things, okay? But that's the only reason why. So if you haven't implemented such a system where you have these touch points before you get on the call with them, that is what you need to do to increase your success rate for your sales call, so you can go from a 20, 30% to 100 to 90, 80, 90, 100% success rate. All right, guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed, got lots of content coming along, got some awesome podcasts in the pipeline, and more of these closing client analysis videos coming up. Let me know how it was, and that's it for you guys. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.